Hello there. I'm Mr. C, and this is ABCs for ECEs, where today we're going to be doing Spelling Bee 1.2. This is my second spelling bee in a long line of spelling bees. And just as a refresher to the rules, things you need to know and things you need to do: first, you need a piece of paper and a pencil in order to play along. Second, you have to listen very carefully when I say the words that you're supposed to spell. Third, when I say pause it, make sure you really pause the video. If you don't, you're going to get the answers, and that's not going to help you learn anything. That's not going to be real skills practice, so make sure you pause it when I say. After you pause it, then you write the word that I've said on your piece of paper, and then once you're done writing it, you can start playing the video again. I'll show you how to spell the word correctly. Check your work. Make sure you spelled it correctly, and you're making the sounds with me as you go. Okay, you ready? You ready to do this? All right, let's play Spelling Bee 1.2. Here's your first word. Are you ready? Watch my mouth. Let. Let. Repeat after me. Let. Let. That's right. Okay. Pause the video right now and try and write that word down on your tablet paper. Go ahead, pause it. All right, if you're watching this video again, that means you've already written the word down. I'm going to show you how to do it correctly, and then you can check your work. Okay, here's the sounds. Let. That's the first word. What letter makes the sound? Yeah, that's right. The letter L says All right, what's the second sound? What letter says It's an E. E says E says lots of other sounds too, but in this word, E says and that's the first sound that I teach my students that E makes. All right, now what's the last sound in this word? Let. What letter says t? Yup, the letter T. Let's say these sounds one more time. Let. Did you get it right? If you did, put a little star next to it, and let's keep going. If you didn't, you can stop it and correct it right now before you continue. Okay, let's go on to our next word. Are you ready? Our next word is, watch my mouth, sip. Sip. Like I'm going to take a sip of water. Say it with me. Sip. Okay, pause the video and try and spell that word. Go ahead, pause it. All right, are you back? Did you write the word sip? Let me show you how to spell it correctly. The first sound is S. You should have written an S. S says S. What's the second sound? Si. Ooh, that's the first sound I teach my students that I makes. I says I. I makes lots of sounds, but the I sound is distinctly an I sound. All right, what's the last sound in sip? Ooh, I know that sound. You should too. P says P. Let's sound it out one more time. S, I, P. Sip. Sip. Did you get it right? If you did, write yourself a little star and let's keep going. If you didn't, you can correct before you continue. On to our last word, which is, are you ready? Here's your last word. Watch my mouth. Listen for the sounds. Fox. Fox. A fox is an animal. Fox. Repeat after me. Fox. All right. Pause the video and try and spell the word fox. Go ahead. Pause it. All right. If you're watching this, you've already spelled the word. Now you can check it. All right. Let's say the sounds. Fox. First sound is f, f, f. What letter makes that sound? That's right. It's the letter F. F says f. All right. What comes after that sound? Fa, ah. What letter says ah? There's a couple of letters, but the first one I teach my students is O. O says ah. Look, your mouth even makes the the shape of an O when you say ah, ah, ah. So we've got f, ah, ks, ks, ks. Ooh, what letter makes that sound? It's an exotic letter. Are you ready? Do you know? What letter says ks? It's X. That's right. The last letter in fox is an X. Let's sound it out one more time. F, a, x, fox, fox. How'd you do? Did you spell all 3 words correct? Even on your first try? If you did, draw a big smiley face on your paper. Go find some tape and tape it up on the wall or on the fridge somewhere. If you didn't, make sure you fix the words first before you tape it up, right? We always want to make sure our best words or our best work is what we display for others to see, okay? So go ahead, do that. I hope you had fun. I will see you for the next spelling bee.